Ooh. Oh my gosh, that's something massive. That could be an alligator. This is either a giant red or an alligator. This is something big. I've got one goal and one goal only for today's video, and that is to catch something, cook it up, and eat it. I have driven really far down to South Louisiana to one of the most productive inshore fisheries in the country, and I'm gonna take my kayak deep into the marsh to see what I can find. As you can see, I'm already in the kayak. I've got it loaded up and I've already made my way out here a little bit, but we're gonna go even deeper into the marsh and see what we can find. All right guys, well we have made it to what looks like our first fishing spot after what was a very precarious trek across open, choppy water. It's about 40 degrees right now and the water temperature isn't much higher than that. So if I go overboard in these conditions, there is a very real threat that I will freeze to death and die. So I'm gonna be very careful today. I'm gonna take it much slower than I normally would. I've got a dry bag on board, and I'm not gonna be standing up to fish whatsoever. All right guys, well I've been paddling around for a while with no luck. It's really, really windy today, far windier than I ever would have expected it to be. But I have found this embankment with dry land, which is something I've never been able to find in the marsh, is dry land where you can actually get out and walk. I've gone ahead and I've anchored my kayak down, I've stabbed my paddle into the mud, and I've tied it down. My boat's nice and secure. I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm having such a hard time fishing in this wind, is I'm gonna just walk down here and see what I can find while I explore. But right here next to this dry land, we've got a really nice cut with some nice outflow. And then we've also got another big open area right here. So I think this is actually gonna be a really good spot to just try and catch some fish. And the cool part is that we'll be on land, so we won't have to be getting blown around by the wind like we were. Got something. I hope y'all can see that. Feels decent. What's a bass? Looks like a nice one too. Gonna flip him up. Oh yeah, and that is dinner or lunch. I was starting to get worried, but we got one, guys. Let's take a look at him. All right. Whoa. This is a nice little marsh bass. Let's see, anything in his mouth? No, we can't see if he's been eating on anything else, but I'm not gonna lie, I told y'all, we could catch any species here. Even though we're saltwater, there are bass in this area. Not what I expected to catch. I would have expected a redfish or maybe a speckled trout, but I will take this any day. I mean, this will eat just great. So we've already caught our meal. We're gonna get this guy on the ice chest and we're gonna fish around some more. I mean, we got all day, so there's plenty of other species we might catch. All right, buddy, you're gonna get eaten for sure. Put you on ice and see if we can catch anything else. So what I'm fishing with is a popping cork, and it's got this thing in it that pops whenever you do that. And it makes a popping noise that carries on throughout the water. And it sounds kind of like a shrimp or a bait fish, and it really attracts those predatory fish, and it can induce a bite when nothing else is working. This is usually my go-to lure when I'm not having a lot of luck. That's a bite. Something's toying with it. Yep, I hope y'all can see that. Something's really toying with me now. There we go. I think that's another bass. Oh, that might be a speck. Nope, it's a bass. How about that, guys? Another bass on this popping cork. I knew it was something small by the way it was toying with it. All right. Tiny little marsh bass. If this were some sort of maybe survival situation, we would keep this guy, but we're not going to eat him today. We're going to let him go so he can get bigger, breed, reproduce, and we're going to keep fishing. But beautiful little fish. Once again on that popping cork. Nothing in his mouth either that I can see. Let's get him a quick release over here by the kayak. All right, buddy, go get bigger. If we could catch one more bass around the size of the other one that we just caught, we'd have ourselves a nice little meal. All right, we're gonna switch over to this bright neon green matrix shad on a 1/4 ounce jig head. See if these fish are on the bottom, as I'm starting to suspect. That's a hit. Had a little hit for a second there. Got something. It's another little bass. Well, I say little, that's a nice one. It's a keeper. I'm gonna flip him up. Oh, he's maybe a little bit bigger than the other one. Right off the bank too. I mean, he absolutely crushed it. He had no chance of getting off. This is about the same size bass as the one we caught a couple minutes ago. I think my theory about fishing on the bottom was true because I caught this guy on my first cast. This is another keeper and we will keep him because I think 2 bass is probably going to be better at filling me up than that one. We might keep one more. I doubt it. This will probably be enough for lunch. Get this guy on ice and we are going to just have some fun and catch some more fish before we go have lunch. We're going to throw right back where we had that bite. I've got something on. Instantly in the same spot. I think it's another bass. It is. Oh, that one came off. Dang it. Man, but that is so cool. Never in a million years would I have expected bass to be the species I'm catching today in this saltwater area. That is so cool. I'm gonna just throw back over there. I'm hoping the bite is just starting to pick up. Got a bite right here, right on the bank. He's on. He's on right at the bank. No! Oh man, guys, that's 2 lost in a row. Gotta check my hook, man. This thing's sharp. I'm gonna give him a break because I do feel like he had my lure. Also, that's just a bat. Oh, that's a bite. That's a fish on. There's no way that fish is coming off. I mean, I stuck him. Man. Another really nice bass, man. Let's flip him. Man, just another really nice marsh bass. We're just crushing the bass today, guys. We've already got enough for lunch for a catch and cook, but my fiance has been requesting a fish fry for quite some time now, so I think I'm gonna keep a couple extra ones. Beautiful fish. So cool. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Now that we're having fun, I think here's what my next thing is. I'm gonna try to catch one more bass with this lure, and then I've got a jerk bait. It's actually the same jerk bait I caught that giant gar on. If you want to go back and check that video out, I think I'm going to switch to that and see if I can't catch some bass and hopefully some specks, because specks love jerk baits this time of the year. We really didn't even need the kayak today. That's the crazy thing. We found land. That's a hit. Got it. Stuck him. Another nice one too. Another nice one. Oh, you're kidding me. All day, I feel like. Let's go. All right, y'all know the drill at this point, man. That's just another one. It's harder to catch them on this because these treble hooks. But if we catch one on this, Then we're gonna switch to my gold spoon. And this will be a fun challenge. This will be the first time ever since I've been fishing where I've caught a fish on every lure, all 4 poles that I brought, which I think will be really fun. That's a fish. All right. Another bass. Let's see if we can land them. Oh, we did. That's 5 bass. Got one right on. That's my 3rd cast, I think, with that jerk bait. Let's see. That looks like a good spot. That was a hit once again. Oh, right there. That's a hit. He didn't take it. They're not taking it, they're tapping it. Interesting. So they're just tapping this lure, they're not taking it, which would make sense. This isn't really something I typically catch bass on. Tell you one thing, I'm gonna step away from this bank though. I don't want to spook them. Yeah, right there in the same spot I'm getting tapped. Got him! That's why I was getting tapped. It's a little dink. That's it, guys. Challenge complete. We've officially caught a fish on every single pole and all 4 lures that we brought. I'm kind of happy now because I could switch back to something I'd prefer to catch these bass with. Another tiny little marsh bass, nothing in his mouth. He was just messing with me. He's got some funk on his eye there, if y'all could see it. Beautiful fish. Get him back in the water so he can get bigger. We're gonna catch some more of your buddies. Another one. Oh. Just when I thought the bite had died off. Beautiful fish. Man. Brought another one. All right. Barely had you hooked. Golly, what happened to your tail, man? The gator must have got you. That's why you didn't put up a fight. Look at that tail, guys. I've never seen something like that. These bass can put up with some hurt. All right, guys. Well, I almost feel like I could stay here and catch fish all day long, but we do need to start making our way to the area where we're going to do our catch and cook because it is quite a paddle. So we're going to load all this stuff back in the yak, get back on the water, and start making our way to the catch and cook area. Some days when you're fishing, everything just works out. This is kind of chalking up to be one of those days. The only thing that can make this day better is if we could catch a couple specks and maybe a nice big redfish. All right, so we're making our way there now, guys, and honestly, this area looks highly fishable. You can see an old abandoned fort that I explored in a previous video that I might throw the drone up today and explore if the wind isn't too bad. But this whole area looks pretty fishable. I'm gonna move in a little bit farther and then I might fish a little bit before we get to where we're going. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that's something massive. Oh man, we gotta loosen our drag because he's gonna break off. I thought I hooked into a freaking log. That could be an alligator. This is either a giant red or an alligator. This is something big. By the way, this is 10-pound or 20-pound braid with a 10-pound leader. Oh man, this might be a gator. I need to be careful. If he makes a big run with my drag too tight, he very well might pop my line. There he goes. He's making a run. I don't know. I think that's a big redfish. Oh man, I think. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my gosh, it's just going. Come on now. Oh, oh man. Reel in the slack, reel in the slack. Got my phone falling out of my pocket. I'm gonna do my best, guys, to at least let y'all see whatever this is. This is possibly gonna be the biggest fish I've ever caught. It might be on par with that garfish. Oh, I see something. I think it's a big redfish. Oh no, I think that's a gator. Oh, I think that's a gator. No, big red, big red, big redfish. This is gonna be absolute personal best redfish. This might be above 30 something inches. We are not even gonna be able to fit this fish in the boat. This fish is gonna be too big for the kayak. We are about to have a once in a lifetime opportunity. It already is, but if we can land this fish. What is that? I hope y'all can see that. Maybe that's a black drum or a redfish. One of the two, one of the two. Just don't snap my line. Just want to get y'all a look at him. Honestly, if he goes over here, that's even better, because this is some shallow, shallow water. Oh man. Oh, 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 I felt something give. Come on now. Come on, I'm gonna get y'all a good look at him. He's right under. Oh no, no I'm not. I'm gonna be fighting this fish for a while. That's all right, that's what it's all about, guys. Oh my goodness, this is a monster. This is a monster. I'm gonna take a final guess right now. I don't think this is a redfish. I think this is a massive black drum, but I could be wrong. If this is a redfish, it is a trophy-sized redfish. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime redfish if this is a redfish. And on absolute tiny, tiny tackle. I mean, oh, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Trying to see if there's anywhere. We can't even go to shore. Because I would get out of the kayak to handle this fish. Oh, I still can't see for sure what he is. You guys can surely see that now. Looking like a black drum. Absolute giant. Yeah, I think my prediction is right. Oh man, what do? We just wear them out. Oh, we just wear them out. Yeah, that's gotta be a black drum. Oh, wait, there is land over here. Okay, maybe we can get out. That'd be really risky. That'd be really risky. It'd be easy to get out right there if I didn't have a fish on. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I think that's a black drum. Oh, he's big. He's big. Guys, this might be a 20, 30 pound fish. I have no idea. I mean, this is a big, big fish. Oh, man. Just listen to that drag still go. I'm hoping we can do a similar deal that we did with that garfish, where we just get him in close, take the pliers and unhook him and let him go. This fish could absolutely capsize me if I try to lift him out of the water. And also, it's not good for the fish. A fish that big needs to be fully supported. Oh man. Look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. Come on, buddy. We cannot horse this fish in. You catch a fish this big, you stop thinking straight. You just start blabbing out whatever comes to mind. Oh man, this is incredible. A lot of people will be frustrated by this. This is awesome to me. I mean, this is what fishing's all about. Catching something huge like this, not knowing what it is. We could fight this fish for 20 more minutes. I have no idea. Is he done? He's definitely getting tired. He's definitely tired, but I think when he sees me go for him, he's gonna have just a rush of strength. Look at him. Look at him. Massive black drum. Massive black drum. There he is. There he is. There he is. I can see my lure. Oh, he's a giant. I want y'all to see him before I let him go. So I'm gonna start to get ready to try and unhook this fish as best I can. This might be for the best if we get up on the bank right here. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. Let's see. You tired yet, dude? Oh, look, there he goes. Popped off. There he goes. I have no idea. That fish might be as old as me, being that big. I'm happy we got a quick, easy release on this neon green matrix shad. Massive black drum. Go ahead and comment below. How many pounds do you think that fish weighed? I'm gonna take a second to catch my breath. After that fight, that just made the whole trip. The trip was already made, but that was the icing on the cake. I've caught my breath. I am so glad we got an easy release on that fish. I really think fish like that, all fish, any fish that you're catching, any animal, anytime you're in nature, it deserves respect. I really hate to see people just absolutely manhandle fish and toss them around. It's different if you're eating them, but I mean, you saw what an incredible experience it was to catch something like that. If I had just manhandled it and ripped the hook out of its mouth and brought it in the kayak and it had died, that's an experience that someone else could have that they would lose. I really think this is important, and I want future generations to be able to experience this stuff in the same way that I am, because this won't be here if we don't take care of it. So now we're making our way back to the area where we were initially going. We might fish a little bit more, but I think after that I'm itching to get some food in me. We'll probably eat some food and then we'll fish more after. Look at that crab. I could scoop in and grab him and eat him. In fact, if I see another one, I might. Now that I think about it, I should have grabbed him. Looks suspiciously like dry land over there, which it's not supposed to be. Right, guys, I'm getting a little bit worried because we're in some very shallow water and the tide is coming out. We're almost to our destination, but I'm worried that it's already dried out and we can't get there. And even worse than that, I do not want to get stuck way out here at low tide, because it will be all night before the tide comes up. And I do not want to sit out here all night because it is not even noon yet. But it's looking almost like dry land over there. So we're going to have to very quickly get over there and see what's up. And if it's not the move, we need to get out of here. No, we have to get out of here. It's too shallow. This is not good. This is not good at all. We're not gonna be able to get to the spot, at least not this way. We're gonna have to turn around. But we're already in very shallow water. Oh, we might be in trouble here, guys. Yep, come on. I think we made it out. I think we'll be good. We've still got to get quite a ways, but we should be good now. All right. That was close. That was a close call. All right, I think we made it through the worst of it, guys. We're almost out of this marsh. We're gonna have to find another way to get to our catch and cook area though. Oh guys, I cannot make this up. This is how I got in. I came over these rocks at high tide. Now that the tide has lowered, I am trapped. So I'm gonna have to get out, unload my kayak, and carry it over these rocks. It's the only way I can see myself getting through here. So honestly, I'm gonna fish a bit just to clear my head. All right guys, well, unfortunately I am back in my car now. I really wanted to do a catch and cook today, but once I got to the spot, it was just too windy. We were having 25, 30 mile per hour gusts, and it was just not gonna happen. There would have been no way for me to get good audio with wind that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm gonna do any more catch and cook videos or camp videos in the marsh. Every single time I try to do something other than just fishing my kayak in the marsh, it just never works out. It's a really inhospitable place to be. It's tough to make content in the marsh. It's beautiful, but as far as camping and like setting up on the beach and doing like that kind of content in the marsh, the only way that's gonna happen is if you guys know of a spot that is kind of more secluded and protected from the wind. But other than that, I'm really just done with the marsh content unless I am strictly just fishing. Now I'm definitely gonna come out here and fish some more. I love it, but as far as catching cooks, camping, it's not happening. It's just not the move. But anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. My analytics shows that most of you who view are not subscribers. If I can get to 1,000 subs, that would be fantastic, because that will allow me to make money off of this content, which will allow me to make better content for you guys. So if you enjoy this, if you've been watching for a while, please do like and sub. And last but not least, I think you're really gonna enjoy my next couple of videos. I've got a catch and cook rainbow trout video coming up with stocked trout, and I'm also gonna do a hunt. I'm not gonna tell you what I'll be hunting, but that's coming up very soon. So like and sub if you wanna see that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next video.